Well, welcome to Joe's Tree and Kennels. I'm headed out tonight to turn Joe and Bonnie out at a Grady Farr's chicken houses where he raised chickens. He's had a lot of problems there with coons. They're so heavily populated, they're killing a lot of chickens and eating a lot of feed. And we've been in there trying to thin them out a little bit. There's some places we go that we never shoot the coon because there's not a lot of coons there, but the population of coons, most people probably don't know this, but the greatest population, the greatest populated animal in the world, and that's in all countries. They're very, very populated. Some people will phrase a coon and put the coon in the same category as a rat. They're hunters of live meat. They'll eat, stuff like acorns and things like that, but by choice, they rather just kill something alive. And their favorite meal, kind of like my favorite meal, is chicken. They love chicken. And they're bad about killing the chickens and eating the breast out of chickens. And, when it comes to the farmers, the chicken farmers, they got to make their living and they got to have their chickens. So that's probably the biggest thing that we do as far as killing coons out, is we try to thin them out for the chicken farmers. Another thing you have is deer. In swampy areas, when you coon hunt, a lot of the deers, when floodwaters and stuff come in, the coons can go above and hang out for a while until the floodwaters go back down, and they can come back down and eat. If you have too many coons, it messes the population up of everything that's trying to eat. Now, I've hunted a lot of places like hunting clubs and stuff like that. Another thing about coons, if there's too many of them and it's too populated, then their own species will start dying out. I know a lot of people will thin them out to a certain amount, and then they'll come back in and start hunting them again. They need to be hunted for the population, so the population can be down to a certain amount. The raccoons need to be hunted. Things you run in today, there's very few old-fashioned coon hunters like me. I'm not saying there's not any. There's plenty of them around still, but years ago, that's all the coon hunters done was shot coons and sold the hides. Some of the old-timers even ate the meat. There's nothing wrong with that. I know back in the 30s and stuff during the Depression, I'm sure coon was one of the greatest meals you could possibly have. But and they could sell the hides back in the 30s and 40s for like $30. You could sell the hides 30, 40, 50 bucks. But today we have night hunters to where they only tree the coon and then they leave. They don't care about the size of the coon or anything like that. All they care about is populating, and that's all right. But the problem we have is the habitat is too much, and they're eating their own self out of a home. You might as well say they're eating themselves out of a house and hole. That's what they're doing, the coons are. We're hunting locally tonight in Hodges, Alabama. I'm hunting down in the backside of Grady's property, where I go into a fence there and it's kind of back in. Had a lot of luck, a lot of hot tracks we've struck. I hope tonight we do the same thing. I'm going to do the video in probably 3 different segments. I'm going to try to have the video to where we hear the dogs actually strike. Sometimes you're not able to do that with just an old country boy video like I'm doing. But just remember, these dogs that I'm hunting are hot nosed. If they're not right there, if the coon's not right there, close, they're not going to go way off and hunt. I've never used a tracking system or Garmin. I'd love to have one, and we're looking into getting one of them this year to help us out. We're going around the different roads and stuff. But these dogs are close dogs, and they're very, very, very hot nosed on the track. And a lot of times, if it's not a hot track close to us, within a certain amount, probably a mile or 2 radius, probably about a 1.5 mile radius, if there's not a hot track around, And these coons are, and these dogs are going to come back in the truck, and we're going to go somewhere else and turn them out. But like I said, where we're at right now, we're in a pretty good population. It's 44 degrees. It's I think it's February the 3rd, February the 4th, on a beautiful night here, and we're looking forward to a hunt. And I'm gonna get out here and open up this gate, and maybe next time I come back up, we're hearing some dogs run a good hot track.